When I was working at Microsoft, one of my main tasks was something called partner envisioning. In practice, that means that I had to be up to date with the newest technology announcement. Once in a while, I had sessions with chosen technology partners to give them an overview on quote-unquote what's new. At the end of October, Microsoft kicked off the release wave of features for their business applications during the Microsoft Business Applications launch event. So I figured I'll share with you the most interesting stuff so you'll be up to date as well. Welcome to MacDrive, a podcast where I want you to get as much value as possible. During my years of working within the IT world and enterprise resource planning systems, I noticed that this area seemed to be unknown and overwhelming for most people. I consider myself lucky to meet great mentors who taught me how to grow a satisfying career in this field. Also, I was able to build it with no degree in IT. I've graduated as a social worker, and I truly believe that anybody can learn what an ERP is and grow a knowledge to the point of having a fun and well-paid job. So, dial in if you want to get more understanding of what these systems bring to the business world, or you'd like to get more information on what possibilities and value this particular area of IT can bring to you. Before we start, one comment. Today's episode might get more specific than those you've heard before, because I'm going to mention chosen functionalities of Dynamics applications. On the other hand, I believe that's actually a good thing. This will give you a practical understanding of what those Dynamics 365 apps are capable of. All right. Microsoft is pushing its AI age narrative for almost a year now, and the Business Applications launch event was no different. During this virtual presentation, Microsoft announced the 2023 release Wave 2 for Microsoft Dynamics 365 and Microsoft Power Platform, a 6-month rollout of new and enhanced capabilities scheduled for release between October 2023 and March 2024. And an AI-driven technology called Copilot played a leading role. And talking about Copilot, Microsoft shared a crazy number of more than 130,000 organizations that are already using it across Dynamics 365 and Power Platform as well. Okay, so what's new in terms of applying AI in Dynamics 365 and Power Platform? And again, the main question is, what does this Copilot do, right? So let's start with Microsoft Sales Copilot. And basically how Microsoft is giving it us is that thing is transforming the way sellers work. So Sales Copilot is a Copilot app that assists sellers everywhere they work, whether in Outlook, Microsoft Teams, or Dynamics 365 Sales, and connects to other CRM systems even like Salesforce. So Sales Copilot supercharges productivity through integrated data, enrichment, workflows, insights, you name it. So what exactly does this thing deliver? Because it sounds great, right? So with Sales Copilot, you have those AI capabilities like email summarization, sales email composition, CRM entity summarization, sales meeting summarization, and real-time sales tips. So imagine you have your ChatGPT thing, but it's within your CRM system, right? What's cool as well is that you get the real-time business context from a seller's CRM system or record in the flow of work in Outlook and Teams. So this thing is working not only within the CRM system, but outside as well. And also you can imagine this Copilot helping you during the work as the salesman, right? You have a sales call and this thing is giving you actually hints when you have a phone call or when you have a conversation, because you get this AI-powered intelligence to improve those conversations. Also, what it gives is this Microsoft Teams sales templates to speed up structured team or channel creation, helping sellers collaborate in deal rooms with colleagues and customers with the assistance of a Sales Copilot. So currently, the main investment areas are Microsoft Outlook experiences. So as Microsoft announced, they'll continue to create innovation in the core experiences, like email summary and replies with sales data and insights, the access to contextual data from multiple systems, suggested CRM updates, and supporting record creation. The second investment area is Microsoft Team experiences. And for that, the main case right now is to create this environment, digital environment, where the sales team gets the whole context together and they don't waste time on database searching for customer information in their data or web data. The Copilot will and should give that to your team. And that is something which Microsoft is calling the cross-app experiences investment area. And in practice, this means that the sellers who are using CRM or Dynamics 365 sales entities, they will have them at their fingertips. So the Copilot, what it will actually do, will bring up all the data that they're interested in and give actually hints and its own ideas what might be interesting in terms of particular customer. So the salesman will be able to make better decisions basically and work faster. So as a wrap up, with this new Dynamics 365 Sales Copilot, you get AI-generated meeting summaries, you match email to lead entity, you get summarized CRM data for customer meeting preparation, you get summarized email threads with save to CRM, and everything between your CRM and Microsoft Outlook. And then for Teams, you have those real-time tips and suggested answers during Teams meetings in real time, again, and you can collaborate with sales teams using AI-powered planner tasks. All right, that's for sales, but Microsoft has announced a few goodies for Copilot for customer service product. So you remember, there's like this Dynamics 365 customer service and field service. So let's start with Dynamics 365 customer service. So as Microsoft announced, again, Copilot provides agents with AI-powered assistance to help them find resources that help resolve issues faster, handle cases more efficiently, and automate time-consuming tasks so that agents can focus on delivering high-quality service to their customers. So again, what does that mean? Copilot drafts contextual answers to queries in chat and email and generates summaries, in addition to providing an interactive chat experience over knowledge bases in case history. So ideally, once enabled, this AI-powered expertise is always available to answer questions. So with the Copilot, your customer service team can filter the content based on entity attributes. This AI tool will discover knowledge content automatically. And again, this thing will draft email replies with a click. So your customer service team won't have to write down everything. What it's doing as well is like creating analytics for the impact or on particular case created on your business. And then you can create like those drafts in terms of replies with just one click again, with the full context of your knowledge base and with the full context of the data regarding the customer or the product that you have. So what about the Dynamics 365 field service? Because again, there's been quite some announcements in terms of Copilot there. So again, the idea is to enable frontline workers and service managers to create, view, and manage work orders using power of generative AI, right? And again, in practice, that means that you can create work orders, right? So the service orders in Outlook using AI based on the whole context of data that you have. And Copilot is helping with scheduling recommendations in the Outlook add-in. So in practice, you don't even have to log into field service application. And another feature that has been announced is this work order recap. And this work order recap highlights important information about a service, such as nodes, products, services, tasks, activities, and more to help users catch up without having to dig through all the information in the work order and going through the system, etc. So at any point, a user can ask Copilot in field service to generate a recap and avoiding clicking through the user interface to get caught up. So it seems like a perfect tool for managers or for people who want to get like 3 or 5 sentences of a brief description what actually has happened. And you can get that with one click in seconds. All right, so what about my beloved Dynamics 365 ERP F&O? So to be completely frank, not much. Or, well, quite a bit of announcements has been done. The first public previews of those new AI-run features will happen in January 2024. So let's start with Dynamics 365 Finance. So basically the 3 new features which will use the generative AI are getting customer account history details using Microsoft 365 Copilot. So basically, this is an AI-powered assistant that is integrated into Microsoft 365 apps, allowing the users to ask questions of their Dynamics 365 finance data within Teams or Outlook, right? So as Microsoft is stating, the collections agents, so the people who are responsible for collecting money from the customers, will get the information quickly and can also perform actions such as closing a collections activity assigned to them. So with Copilot, the collections coordinators using natural language within Teams or Outlook can search for credit and collections information, Word documents or attachments, relevant emails and Teams chats. So all this info summarized in Teams or Outlook, but again, Copilot is able to look into the Dynamics 365 ERP data. Also, this new Copilot thing is able to summarize communication with a history note and add an action item with the owner and due date and payment plan with due dates and amounts breakdown. And all these actions can be suggested with those follow-up activities and write them back to Dynamics 365 Finance. In terms of Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management ERP component, it's using Dynamics 365 Copilot in procure-to-pay processing. Copilot will provide a conversational user experience that helps purchasing agents make better purchasing decisions. So in practice, this means that the users will be able to use natural language to help users filter and organize the changes and suggest actions based on analysis of their downstream impact. So, for example, it will identify which planned downstream sales, production, or maintenance work orders won't be able to start as planned due to changed delivery dates. And everybody who knows ERP and the MRP functionalities, it is possible to get that. However, with this generative AI, you'll get a proper assistant, digital one. So again, nothing major here, but one exact feature seems to be big. So this feature is called Use Generative AI and Business Performance Analytics for Administrative Tasks. And what does that mean actually? So again, as Microsoft states, that traditional administrative tasks, data gathering and report writing can be time-consuming, error-prone and inconsistent. And the goal is to leverage the generative AI in those tasks and give the business a competitive edge in terms of efficiency, cost saving, and strategic advantage. And this functionality will provide users the ability to use conversational language to complete tasks such as setting up security, organizing and searching for reports, and creating even new reports and visuals. And that's big. There's just like one sentence in the official documentation. And the public preview of this thing is set to February 2024. But those administrative tasks, as Microsoft is calling them, are really time-consuming. And if the Copilot will be able to help with that, or even do that for the administrator or for the consultants or whoever, that will be a massive change. So I truly can't wait to see that. Okay, that was quite a lot of updates, especially in terms of Copilot. Next time I'll take a look on the functional updates, and then we'll continue with our schedule. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining. I'll hear you next week, and as always, stay consistent. Peace.